Why are Nazis supporting RFK Jr.? Why are Kennedy family members decidedly not supporting him? Who's actually funding his campaign, and what does it mean for the election? 3 key facts about RFK Jr., the nephew of John F. Kennedy and son of Robert F. Kennedy, who's running for president as a third-party candidate. Number 1, RFK Jr. promotes bigoted and delusional conspiracy theories. He thinks chemicals in the water are making children transgender.
A lot of the problems we see in kids, and particularly boys, it's probably underappreciated that how much of that is coming from chemical exposures, including a lot of the sexual dysphoria that we're seeing.
He's claimed COVID was a racially targeted bioweapon designed to spare Jews.
We need to talk about bioweapons. COVID-19 is targeted to attack Caucasians and black people. The people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese.
He's spent years spreading anti-vax lies. He's baselessly accused Dr. Fauci of genocide. He thinks 5G towers are being used to control people, that fluoridated water is a threat to our precious bodily fluids, and that the CIA might be trying to assassinate him. If it were not for the Kennedy name, RFK Jr. would be as serious a presidential candidate as any random screaming person at a bus stop. Number 2, RFK Jr. is backed by MAGA money. Rolling Stone uncovered that a pro-RFK Jr. super PAC was created by a MAGA-aligned consulting firm that also worked for Marjorie Taylor Greene and George Santos. And the biggest single RFK donor so far this year is also the biggest Trump donor, billionaire Nepo baby Timothy Mellon, grandson of the robber baron-era banking tycoon Andrew Mellon. Now, RFK Jr.'s backers aren't exclusively right-wing. He's also found support from some traditional Democratic donors and first-time donors. But it certainly raises questions as to whether the MAGA donors actually support him or just think he's a useful tool against President Biden. Which brings us to number 3. RFK Jr. could swing the election. Let's be clear. RFK Jr. will not win. The structure of the Electoral College makes a third-party presidential win virtually impossible. There are a lot of great ideas for how to reform the Electoral College, but that's not happening this year. Forget it. So the only impact a third-party candidate can have in 2024 is to pull votes from either Biden or Trump. Now, Trump was the overwhelming loser of the 2020 popular vote. Biden beat Trump by over 7 million popular votes. That's more than double the amount Hillary beat Trump by. But again, because of the Electoral College, the actual 2020 outcome was decided by just 44,000 votes spread across 3 swing states. In an election that close, any third-party candidate could be the deciding factor. In both the elections of 2000 and 2016, the number of third-party votes was larger than the margin of victory. So, is RFK Jr. more likely to win over Biden voters or Trump voters? The Kennedy name is Democratic royalty, and Jr. is clearly trying to exploit that, which has drawn condemnation from other Kennedys. On the other hand, his embrace of deep rabbit hole conspiracy theories and his seeming nods to white supremacist theories and numeric symbols have won the support of some QAnon believers and neo-Nazis who might otherwise support Trump, as journalist Sandy Bacon has documented.
Do you remember when
black people might run
RFK
you over
tweeted
because
out
they're angry.
1488?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
I heard him trying to signal to us we're his loyal followers.
Which candidate RFK Jr. hurts more probably comes down to how well voters know what he really stands for and just how far the apple has fallen from the Kennedy tree. I'm Alan Piper at A Piper 13. Follow Courier Newsroom for all the election info you need.